Hey F1 students, are you stressed about the H1B visa lottery? What if I told you that even if you don't make it in this H1B visa lottery, which unfortunately a lot of you will not make it in this H1B lottery, what if I told you that there was another way? The O1A visa is actually a legitimate pathway which does not involve a lottery. And that is potentially your golden ticket to staying and working in the United States without going through all that H1B uncertainty and pain that you go through. Hi everyone, I am Simon Shetty, your host and the founder of the Smart Green Card program. Quick heads up here, I am not an immigration attorney. This video is just for educational and informational purposes only. And if you want to seek specific legal advice, you should always reach out to a US immigration lawyer. Now, in this video, I will break down everything that you need to know about the O1A visa, how it works, why it is easier than the H1B, and how you can qualify for it. First off, what is that O1A visa? The O1 visa is for individuals with extraordinary ability in the sciences, education, business, or athletics, and it is initially granted for 3 years. And the best part of this is that you can renew it indefinitely as long as you continue to meet the criteria that is required for the O1A visa. So why does it make sense to consider the O1A visa over the H1B? Let's break that piece down right now, and trust me, this gets very interesting, and I'm sure you'll learn a lot of things about the O1A which you never knew, as it being a pathway to use as an alternate to the H1B. First of all, there is no annual cap. Unlike the H1B's 85,000 visa limit every year, which then gives rise to this lottery that everyone finds issue with, the O1A has no cap. You can apply anytime, and there are as many number of visas as there are people that qualify for it. There is no salary requirement for it. Now, H1B has a minimum salary rule. You cannot apply for the H1B if you are below a certain minimum salary, but the O1A doesn't have any such stipulations. There is no lottery system. The H1B is a gamble, but the O1A is actually all about your merits, and at the end of the day, if you meet the criteria, you will get it. And then there is faster processing. With premium processing, you will get that decision in 15 days. So do you qualify for the O1A visa though? Well, to qualify, you need to either win a major international award. You should think of Nobel Prize. But let's be real, most of us do not have that. Or you need to meet at least 3 out of 8 criteria to prove that you are extraordinary. Now, if you are aiming for the O1A visa, you will need to meet at least 3 out of these 8 criteria. So let's break those criteria down and see how you can start preparing for it. Number 1, awards that prove excellence. So if you have won a nationally or internationally recognized award for your work, that's a strong start. So think of things like Fulbright scholarship or any postdoctoral grant if you are a PhD, or a best paper award in IEEE, things like those. If you don't have one yet, consider applying for competitive industry awards or research grants or prestigious fellowships, and make sure that you keep those certificates, the selection criteria for these awards, and also media mentions as evidence, or any other pieces of evidence that you can get pertaining to that award. Number 2, exclusive membership in top professional organizations. But here's the key. The membership must be based on outstanding achievements and require a rigorous selection process. And if you are not a member yet, look into organizations like IEEE or even the Association for Advancement of Artificial Intelligence, which is the AAAI, and also start working towards the eligibility that you need to get into those memberships. And once you get in, save the membership certificates and selection criteria and recommendation letters and any other thing that you can get to show that you are a member and it's a membership with a relatively high bar to get in. Number 3, that's media coverage. Now, if your work has been featured in major publications, that is great evidence of your impact. But however, there is a thin line that you should not cross. Paid PR that is not organic doesn't really count. It has to be organic and it has to be relevant to your field. And if you haven't been featured yet, consider speaking at industry events or collaborating with journalists who are covering your line of work or the stories regarding that line of work. When you get the press, save the screenshots, save those articles, get more details about the publication's reach, the journalist's name, and those are worth their weight in gold. Number 4, serving as a judge or an evaluator. Now, if you have peer-reviewed research papers or judged competitions or evaluated industry awards in your field, it proves that you are a recognized expert in that field. And if you haven't done that yet, look for opportunities to review journal papers or evaluate industry standards. Be sure to keep such proofs such as original and official invitations, those emails that confirm that you completed the judging opportunity, all those things. Number 5, original contributions that made an impact. Now, this could be a patent, it could be a research breakthrough, it could be innovative software, or even a new business method. But it's not just about creating something, it needs to be widely recognized and adopted as well. And if you are working on this, focus on publishing research, filing patents, or developing projects with measurable impact. Keep track of these citations to obtain expert letters to validate your work as well. Number 6, publishing scholarly articles. Now, if you are a researcher, this is straightforward. But even if you are not, writing thought leadership pieces for industry journals can actually help. Start pitching articles to peer-reviewed journals, editorially vetted industry sites as well, and technical publications too. Just remember that simple user-generated blogs like Medium won't usually count. Keep publication links, but also make sure that your work has been reviewed by an expert panel before getting published. Journal rankings also work great, citations, metrics, all of these are great pieces of proof to have. And not a lot of people have papers to begin with. My point is not that you need to have a lot of papers to even start writing their next paper. Even if you don't have a paper, you can use all your expertise that you have gained in school, or maybe whatever little experience that you have so far. Write about key things that you have worked on, key impacts that you have delivered. And I'm sure you'll be able to publish paper after paper once you get the hang of it. Number 7, holding a critical role in a reputed organization is a criteria. So you don't have to be a senior executive, but your work should be essential to the company's success at pretty much any level, any career level that you have. So if you are still building this, look for leadership opportunities, even if it is not title based, but places where you can drive a certain project to a certain outcome. High impact projects that have a direct link with the company's bottom line, or even ways to contribute to the revenue growth. And to prove your role, save those organizational charts, those reference letters, if possible the project reports, or anything and everything that you can do in order to gather everything without violating the company's confidentiality, which you should definitely respect. Number 8, earning a high salary compared to your peers. Now, if you're not there yet, consider negotiating a higher salary, or getting promotions, or switching to higher paying roles. Use PayScale and Glassdoor and Salary.com. There are 1,000 other sites where you can compare your salaries to the industry metrics, and make sure that you keep employment contracts, W-2s and pay stubs as evidence, so that you can use it along with all these comparable evidence that show where you stand in your broader pay range in the field. So if you are prepping for the O1A, start by identifying which criteria you already meet. And it is very possible that you are probably meeting a criteria right now and you are figuring out, okay, how can I meet more criteria? They all organically evolve with each other. Your critical role then kind of feeds into the topics that you need to write the papers, which then feeds into the original contributions that you have done, which then feeds into you getting judging opportunities. There's a lot of interrelated activities. So starting your progress right now is key for you to be on this journey with some good amount of momentum. So the sooner you begin building your profile, the stronger your case will be when it is time to apply. And once your O1A visa is approved, you can keep building your profile organically to strengthen your case, and maybe in a year or 2 years you will potentially qualify for the EB1A green card, which is the fastest way at this point in time to US permanent residency for Indian applicants. The O1A visa is a great alternative. So here we have it, folks. I've explained it all. The O1A visa is not easy, but it is a great predictable alternative to the unpredictable H1B lottery. And if you are ready to take that next step, check out our budget-friendly student plan in the description. It is a great compact course that we have created for you to get started in the journey, and then you can explore other options to evolve your journey from there. It's designed to help you start building a great, strong O1A profile. Now, after all this, do you have questions? Drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more visa guides. See you in the next video.